LR, the liberal redneck here, coming to you from a country where women are finally starting to emerge as the powerful political force I have predicted they could become for years. But before the 19th Amendment was ratified in 1920, ensuring all women the right to vote, unless they were black or disabled, people invented all sorts of reasons why they didn't belong at the polls. Women were seen as somehow too fragile and too powerful at the same time, liable to burst into hysterics or upend the entire family unit just by casting a ballot. Here are a few examples of these arguments, from the absurd to the downright depressing. Eve ate the apple which made women unequal to men, and sorry, voting won't change that. Women don't actually want to vote. They just think it would be fun to try. Women could cancel out their husbands' votes. Voting won't help women cook and clean, so what's the point? Voting will lead women away from love and children and toward loneliness and anxiety. Women get whatever they want anyway. Pregnant women could get too excited when they vote, and that will turn their babies into ugly idiots. Women will abandon their husbands, cruelly leaving them alone with their own children in order to vote. Women are sweet, weak, and gentle, and voting will make them hard and harsh like men. Women will vote to punish the men who've done everything in their power to give them everything they want. Some of the most common arguments against a woman's right to vote centered on religion, which tied into ideas about the family unit, relationships between men and women, and, as Justin D. Fulton, a pastor of the Union Temple Baptist Church in Boston, Massachusetts, put it, nature and common sense. His 1869 pamphlet, Woman as God Made Her, not only incorporates traditional arguments from Scripture, but also features this bold take. If we give to woman the ballot, shall the equality which woman lost when she ate of the forbidden fruit be restored, and shall she be again made the equal of man? Unsurprisingly, his conclusion is no. Sadly, men weren't the only ones to rail against women's suffrage. There were plenty of women who insisted they didn't want the right to vote, and occasionally the push for voting rights was dismissed by some as a fashionable cause du jour that women would simply pick up and later abandon like a fancy hat. It's clear a lot of anti-suffrage arguments used a woman's role as mother to both dissuade them from voting and convince everyone else that women's suffrage would lead to a total breakdown in the family structure and destroy the next generation of Americans. Personally, I never bought into the women are inferior to men mantra, and I am eternally grateful for the amazing women in our government today, with the exception of some Republicans. They faced gigantic obstacles and overcame them in spite. Meaning only the greatest respect, I shout, "You go, girl!" You can reach me with comments, questions, or suggestions at theliberalredneck@gmail.com, and you can listen to all our podcasts at blogtalkradio.com/theliberalredneck. Thanks for watching.